Welcome to Steelo's Live. It is we're in the middle of COVID here in WA, and you know, you can't be too safe. So while everyone's wearing those shitty little masks, I'm taking no chances, and I'm going old school just to make sure I don't get it, just in case. So COVID proof. Yeah, I'm pretty scared. Hey, it's a big thing. No, hey, look.
Oh, that's a lot better. Hey, look, it's Thursday Night Live. Welcome back. It's been a long break. We had a bit of a false start last week. We got shut down by FaceTube. I didn't know why. Yeah, it never looked so good. I should put it back on. It looks a lot better. Yeah, we got shut down last week. We'd actually been shut down for a couple of weeks. There's been a whole lot of stuff going on in the last, through January. A lot of people, we haven't been able to post. A lot of people have been jumping on, like, thanks for the break. I haven't had a break. Unfortunately, we've been going around the clock. We have been doing a whole lot of stuff with the SSAA WA in the political arena, trying to look after shooters by and large, with the Law Reform Commission, not the Law Reform Commission review, the amendments to the Firearms Act proposals. So thanks, Chris. Yep, so we've been doing that. That was a couple of weeks in December. We're out of the shop doing some expert witness stuff for some things in... put it back on, Al. How are you, Milo? We were doing some stuff in an arena with a couple of other boys from the industry, looking after some stuff with VPFs, very powerful firearms. The policy... I'd take it off. It is off. This is me, normally. Looking after the VPF policy and trying to get a bit of movement and a bit of common sense back into some firearms legislation and interpretation of the legislation. So, oh Jesus, that took up a lot of January, it feels. Are we any further forward? No, not really. It's a crazy game. It just goes round and round and round and round, and we commit time and resources where we can. So that's what we're doing. Oh, one of the Thursdays in there somewhere, something caught fire as well. So there's been a couple of fires down here this week. Sorry, the last month. So I had a fire near home, which was not good, but nothing was damaged, which is good. Thanks for all your phone calls. There's been a big fire out to the east of Narrogin here. A house was lost in that. A whole lot of fences, a whole lot of livestock. Pretty heartbreaking sort of stuff to see. But such is the nature of summertime in WA. Hats off to everybody that went out there actually and jumped on a ute and sprayed water on it. Hats off to the state government. Thanks, Derek. It's always good to see you've got a fan out there. Thanks. Yeah, Dan, I'll circle back to that, mate. Thanks to the guys that come down in the choppers and the planes. They are fucking awesome to see. If you've ever had a chance to have a look at one of those, they are awesome. Really good to see. Changes to the ammo regs regarding reloading. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up, Dan. This is one of probably the most... and part of all this sort of process, we've sought... myself with my Traders Association hat on and Sporting Shooters Association WA, we've sought clarification on the rulings. Hopefully we're going to do some sort of live with SSAA WA. So if you're not part of their Facebook page, log on to their Facebook page, the SSAA WA, and you'll get some updates through that. They've been doing some really good work in the last sort of 12 months, pushing forward with some of this sort of stuff. So hopefully we're going to do a sort of live with them in the near future. Hey, Curbs, and away we go. So basically, the legislation states that you need a license to manufacture ammunition. You've always needed a license to manufacture ammunition since 1973, when the Act was first, passed, drafted, gone through. You've needed it. So to reload, by virtue of your license, you're allowed to have lawful possession of all the components of ammunition that make up the firearm calibre that you're licensed to. So you're not breaking any laws by reloading. It's the same that it's always been. It's the biggest hoo-ha drum up from everything. Teen, how are you? And it makes no sense. So there are some other things in there though that are quite scary. And I'm not going to hi Hides. And I'm not going to smash everyone with it and be the panic train, drive the panic train. But there are some other things that are quite scary in there, and we're going to be having a look at that in depth as we go. So there was another meeting. I'll save you, Curbs. There was another meeting this week, and we're looking at another couple to try and see what we can get done. So, Graham, I'm not selling those masks at the moment. If you're interested, let me know. They're pretty expensive. They'd be good in a bloody fire, though. I left mine in the building on Sunday, but they'd be good. Gary, how are you, mate? Yeah, so Zane, how are you? Yeah, so that was the go loosely from that. So watch this space, jump on the SSAA website, and you'll see more information there as it comes to light. The right information, not the fear mongering, panicking information. Speaking of fear mongering, I don't want to alarm anyone, but freight is fucked at the moment. So if you're geographically not in WA, you'll realise that there's one railway line that comes across here from the east coast, one road on the south and one road on the north. They're all under fucking water at the moment. So, yeah, it is the first one. Ash, how are you, mate? G'day, Glenn. Yeah, a few butterflies firing up tonight. I haven't done this for a while. So, yeah, so freight into WA is absolutely getting smashed. G'day, Evo. How are you, mate? There's a whole lot of stuff that isn't coming or hasn't come. So we've got orders from loosely. In the gun world, we don't get shipments sort of from mid-December through to sort of mid to late January. Just, it's a bit of a security industry thing to make sure that nothing is in transit while dealers go on holidays, if they do. Just to make sure that it doesn't get left on the... yeah, beer's gone to shit. We're all screwed. There's no beer. Just to make sure there's nothing left outside shops and you know, stuff doesn't go astray. So the industry monitors itself, right? Problem being is that shipment that was at the end of January, that would have been for, you know, most of December and January sort of product, that's the stuff that's stuck somewhere Adelaide-ish, or because of the shipments that they're being held up on the east coast, which is a bit crazy. So yeah, Fortress WA. So the Premier's kind of got his wish at the moment. We're cut off and isolated in more ways than one. So there's a lot of product on the shelves. If you're out there shopping in other blokes' shops, you're breaking my fucking heart, by the way. But nah, if you're out in other blokes' territory and you're looking in their shops and it looks a little bit bare, it's not because we're lazy in WA. We just can't get the stuff across. I had a conversation with a fella just the other day saying, "Oh, the East Coast got plenty of stuff." Yeah, it's because it's all over there. It can't get across here. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. Oh, I didn't see the Hunt Catch Cook tonight. I'm gonna have to go back through. No, Apron, I love it. Good work. Again, if you're not, why not? We'll just plug everyone tonight. Jump on to Hunt Catch Cook. Big Jace, he does some awesome stuff. Jump in there. Elizabeth, hello, how are you? Yeah, so a whole lot of freight issues on top of the fact that not a lot's coming into Australia at the moment. Like not a lot. We just got big dramas getting it across the seaboard, across the east. Sorry, it'll come. Just be patient and don't go off at gun crew too much. Like we got guys coming in the shops that don't often go in there. You know, world's biggest eye roll, a 3-year-old tantrum on the fucking floor because we haven't had any deliveries for a bit over a month. You know, and we can all only hold so much, unfortunately. You know, the banks don't like us, so we can't just book stuff up on the bank money. There's only X amount of folding stuff to buy gear to bring it in, to hold it for you guys. So, yes, on that note, though, we have got a big shipment of BBs that have just arrived after all the fox shoots. So we had a Williams fox shoot, which was good. That was the national one, I believe, Curbs. So that was really, really good. I had one in Wandering last week. I'm still yet to compile a bit of stuff for the Wandering fox shoot. We did just, you know, on how we deck our vehicle out. So that's going to come up soon, hopefully, as soon as I can get out of it, which is really cool. We got some 22 in stock, mate. Yeah, international container shipping has increased over 100%, yeah, 150% in the last 6 months. Well, on top of this, Kim, I don't know whether this affects you blokes, but we just got a... I interrupt this urgent message for the next Williams Surrounds Fox shoot is the 4th and 6th of March. Lock that in your diaries. Done, Kebs. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know if this is affecting you, Kim, but we've just got notice that a lot of the freight companies on the East Coast are charging a surcharge now, an emergency levy surcharge, and it's smashing up to 43%. So yeah, freight is going to get freight's getting scary, like real scary. We might have to smoke in the Bandit across the East Coast, I think, is the problem. So, John, Jonathan, mate, did you send us a PM? Smooth case in 12 goes. Send us a PM, mate, and away you go. So, anyway, tonight's little story. So now I've done my little rant. I've kind of tried to catch you up on the last, I don't know, it feels like forever since I've spoken to you guys. And there was so much little tidbits of information that I had. No, it's all fucking gone out of my head. We had a fire this week. We've been in Parliament. We've been doing so many things in the back end, and we're all over the place, as well as answering questions on a day-to-day basis. Bugger all powder out there. Almost, hey Steve, how are you? Almost no primers. Gun selections are that much at the moment. It's crazy. Scotty, 2 ups. Yeah, you'll come for a drive. We'll get the big red rocket out there, mate, and away we go. Hook up a trailer and bring some stuff back. Stuff is starting to come back in dribs and drabs, but not what we would normally expect. Again, go easy on the crew out there in the shops, not just mine, but be mindful that when they're looking stuff up, just because they don't have it means that it ain't there, probably. Shit from Italy, 3 months I'm waiting. Yeah, that's it. Can't leave Western Korea. We'll get through. We'll blow the borders. So anyway, it's a guns and outdoors show, yeah. So we're gonna pull a gun out in a second. I'm just having a quick look around just to jog my memory on what we were supposed to be doing. So look, we get a few nice guns through here from time to time. It's not all farm guns because we talk about farm guns a lot because that's where we are. We're in the heart of farm country. But what we've got at the moment, we've got a couple of very, very nice Anschultzes. I hope I said that right. Anschultz. German manufacturer. They have, yeah, I know, don't get banned. I'm tempting fake curbs. So if I get banned, I'm coming for you because I reckon this is you dobbing me in. Old Williams Fox shoot. They don't like guns. So they're good old Anschultz. So what we've got, these are German engineered guns. For those that aren't, massively familiar in the gun world, these are German engineered, made in Germany. The company's been around for, I'm going to cheat a bit here, since 1856 they have been making fine firearms. And this is a fine example of a fine firearm. So look at this bad boy. Threaded barrel. Why, Steelo, we can't have them? Yeah, it's because it's the international market. But look at the lines on this. This is actually in 22 Magnum. We've got one left. There's none in the country, and there's none coming. Look at that thumb hole. Look at that take on their thumb hole stock. This is just a beautiful bit of timber. Very, very smooth. Very, very smooth on the action. Holes very light, depending on what it is. The knurling is awesome on this, like really sharp. I wouldn't say that it is, but there's every chance that there's bloody hand carved with these blokes. Yeah, thumb hole curbs. It's beautiful. It points very, very well. Obviously, it's for right-handed only. But these are very, very fine shooting guns. Coincidentally used by 90% or 97% of all biathlons. I'm going to say heptathlon. Blokes that shoot guns in the Olympics as a profession are Anschultz firearms. So out of the box, very, very accurate. Still a sort of semi-steel, semi-plastic magazine. Mag releases inside the trigger guard, which is cool on these. So if you saw that, it's just there. With that finger. So that's really nice. And they are a very, very nice gun. If Santa has left you some money over December, and January you've managed not to spend it, and the kids are back at school and you've got a bit of loose change, give us a buzz. We will do something on this Anschultz. They're very, very nice guns. Coincidentally, we've also got a couple in 17 HMR. 17 Hornet without the thumb hole. Last 2 in Australia are sitting in Narrogin. This is the last one in Australia, sitting in Narrogin. So, I'd love to pack it and send it to the East Coast, but that's a little hard to do because, they don't like us in the East Coast. Yeah, it is a very nice gun, Evan. Unfortunately, when blokes are asking for pricing, think of like Mercedes versus Falcon. So, a lot of stuff we sell are Falcon orientated, like practical, every day of the week scrub guns down here. That work, but they're a Falcon. This is Mercedes, so think of Mercedes sort of price tag. But they are good. We'll go for a little wander. There's nothing super new in the gun world in terms of anything over there. Oh, this is cool. Wicked. Here we go. So, something that we've got a lot of, not a lot of, but we always stock, and it came to light on the weekend when we were at a fire and fucking hungry because you're at a fire and no one's thinking to feed you for ages. But little food sachets. So the outdoor gourmet stuff, the backcountry cuisine stuff. Always good to have one under the seat, ready to go. Cooks up in no time. Bit of hot water. Yeah, there was a fire, so there's fucking hot water everywhere. Yeah. Classic beef curry, chicken carbonara, pasta vegetarian, Nino, Mediterranean lamb and black olives. Or you can grab an emergency bucket. So if you think you got to feed a team of blokes, or if you got to evacuate and you're worried about, feeding the family for the night, grab one of these buckets. They're all freeze dried. They last for a long, long time, and very, very good in obviously an emergency. So very, very good to do. The other thing we've got a heap of, and we probably don't plug it anywhere near enough, is the life straw sort of stuff. So the filtered water in a bottle. We've got all of this sort of stuff. Very good. Hey, thanks, Jimmy. I've got more than enough to talk about tonight, mate, without plugging ugly fish sunglasses. But Pastor Vegetariano, you heard me. No, you don't need to be vaccinated to go in the shop, Graham. You can still come in, mate. You got to wear a mask though at the moment because we're in the Great Southern. But if you're anti-mask, just give us a beep at the front and we'll come out and serve you outside. But life straw, portable water filters, so very, very handy, especially summertime or when the water quality is lacking. So we've got all that sort of stuff from life straw, including bottle conversions and things like that. So, convert your current sippy bottle into a life straw bottle. They'll do 1,000 litres of water out of curiosity. That's a real cool thing. Outdoorsy stuff, Steelo. Stuff for Caravan. So we've had some, from our friends from Wild Track, some wastewater hoses. We've had these for ages. So if you've got yourself a Caravan over the last couple of weeks, some Sullage wastewater hoses from Companion. We've got some drinking water hoses. Look at that all down there, which is good. We've got some Caravan levels. We've got bloody sink pumps back in stock. So we've been waiting for these for, I don't know, about 9 months it feels like. We've been waiting for those. Really, really cool little bits of kit. What else have we got? This is actually a cool bit. I'm going to weave through here. Oh, little Yeti drink bottles for the kids. If you're Yeti mad, a Yeti mad family, kids are going back to school. Little Yeti bloody sippy bottles. The delivery of those hasn't been kind of what I've wanted in the past. They are pretty sporadic, but we've got a bit of Yeti through. We've got from our mates at Thorny Devil Wild Track, we've got some new Tyre gauges in, so some little dial gauges, nice and small, with a Tyre on it, just in case you forgot what to do. The digital one, I used them the other week. That was really good. And the little T-levelers for Caravans again. They've been out for a while. This thing bloody saved me on the weekend. The little Tyre deflator with a gauge, really rapid deflator. These things are awesome. The lithium battery packs are cool, Curb. You just got shit cords with them, mate, apparently. The Tyre deflator. So I pulled into a paddock with about 50 pound in the tyres, rough as guts. Obviously, you got to be in a bit of a hurry up at a fire. These things drop tyre pressures down to about 25 all round in about, no time, a couple of minutes. So they are really, really good. So we've got them in stock by the ton as well. We've got these new jockey wheel chocks that are really cool. If you're, got your Caravan or your camper trailer and you're putting it up in soft ground, they are a good thing. Righto, look, it's all about camping. Give us a look at your checkered shirts. Absolutely. So this is something that I've been a bit excited about. Caravans, camper trailers, a 2-pack plate holder. I know it's the little things. Yeah, I feel really bad because it's the little things like this that get me excited now. It's like, what cool guns have you got? I don't know, none really. But look at this. We've got something that we can screw down onto a bench and hold plates. Look at that. So it comes with 4 little can't even count. 3 little pre-screw holes, big plates, little plates, bowls. You can screw them on your bench. In your camper trailer, in your Caravan, and hold your plates from rattling around and going everywhere. Isn't it funny? All the cool things in the shop, and I'm excited over plate carriers. I'm going to talk about that next week, because that needs a talking next week. Oh, crab pots, you want to tidy these up, your crab pots at home? AOS backpacks for crab nets and or marron nets. So we got these in, unfortunately, just after marron season, but these are made in Perth, very, very sturdy, zip pockets in them everywhere. I think they hold about 5 or 10, I think it was, crab pots. Chairs we'll talk chairs later. Yeah, getting old, Kevs. The little things that excite you. Plate holders. Fuck, you wouldn't read of it, would you? But AOS, really, really good quality. Definitely worth having. So if you're tripping over your crab pots or your marron nets at the moment, you want something a little bit nice to tidy them up, give us a buzz and we'll do some sort of crazy deals on those. Just tell us that you saw them live. Live. What else? Camelback. So again, obviously fires the last couple of days. Everyone's thirsty as hell. These are a good thing to have in your car ready to go. 3 litres of water and it's on your back. So anywhere you go, it goes. A couple of different types, depending on what you want to get into. But they are very, very good and worth having one in your ute. ready to go. I even got them for the kids. So it's just a, you know, water bladder on your back, really, really good to go. If you want to be hidden a bit more, you know, we've got the ones in camo for the cool kids. We've got more backpacky ones if you want to store a bit of gear in. So as a bit of a grab bag, a really good idea. You know, especially now, hot summer, getting around a bit, water on your back's a good thing to go. Water inside your ute, we've got these cool little water cells. So these are from our friends at Cedar Summit. So these are all durable, some sort of plastic. I should look into it a bit more to find out what that plastic is. But you can squirt out of these, spray out of them, and they'll tuck under your seat or behind the seat. If you've got a dual cab, that 10 litres will sit up in your seat, or a 20 litre one. You know, they're nice and slimline. Just move your little hard eskies here. So that's all nice and slimline, and that'll pour and hold 20 litres. So again, you need a bit of emergency drinking water, especially when you're at a bloody fire, like I seem to have found myself for the last couple of days. They're a good thing. They are a good thing. Sorry about that. There goes a bit of COVID. Someone shouted out check shirts. AOS do make quality stuff. They are good to go. Check shirts, man. Red and blue, Ridgeline ones. Look at this. These are a really nice cotton. They're not a cheap shirt, or like a, you know, cheaper King G work shirt, but they are bloody nice. And I'm going to get myself a couple of these come winter time because I love my flannel shirt. They're very lightweight, not too lightweight, not like the drill shirts that I wear now, but they are lightweight and they are very nice and soft. Double chest panel up the top there, which is cool, into the back where they carry a lot of wear. But they are very cool, bit of Ridgeline gear. So if you want a Ridgeline check shirt, man, give us a ring in any colour you want, as long as it's blue, black, red, black, or I've got a couple of green blacks. Very good. Or maybe a onesie, because it's not fucking hot at all at the moment. You might want a nice onesie. The Eskies are the new companion one that I tripped past. See, you've missed out on this, Gary. I've done a couple of Esky promos. These things are the bomb. You know, we got a bit of 308 ammo in shop, for sure. So look at these performance series of Eskies. Look at these bad boys. Ideal for your lunch. Also ideal for fire grounds because they're hard. They don't move. Nice and insulated, heavy insulated. Yeah, that's right. We'll get you a couple for Thunder Ranch, Al. I'll put a Thunder Ranch logo on it. Comes with a bottle opener, which is pretty handy. It's stainless steel lid opener or lid carrier, but that closes. Plus, it's got a couple of little straps so you can, you know, soft strap it if you need to. Come in a couple of different sizes. We've got the 15 litre. We've got the 25 litre. We have got the bad boy, the 50 litre on wheels. So look at this. And he's got cup holders on him. We can padlock him closed to keep everyone out of it if you want. It's got a ruler on there, so if you're going to use it for fish, I don't know where that comes up, but there's a ruler on there. Look at the size of that. It's got a drain hole out of it as well. But look at that, it's on big wheels. So when you fill it up for beers and bring it over for me, away you go. Look at that. Yeah. Back to my ugly mug. Cool. So, look, that's, without boring you too much out there, team, that's going to be the first Steelo's Live for 2022. We can only go upwards from here, hopefully. If there's anything you want to see on live, just give us a PM and say, hey, Steelo, I want to see one of these. And we'll try and get it organised for you and do it on live. Otherwise, that's going to be me signing off for tonight. I'm just finding somewhere to hold this so I can do something. That's going to be me for the night. I've got some crew to serve. Remember, we're here every day till like 5:30 at least. And then Thursday nights, we're here till 8 o'clock just to serve you. So on that note, I'll love you and leave you. Have a great weekend and hope everyone stays out of trouble. And we'll see you all again next week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Cheers, bye.